Okay, in the previous video, we have seen the product of two numbers and their sign symbol significance. But in this video, we are going to see the division of two numbers and the importance of the symbol. Okay, let's move this one and let's consider a division which is 10 divided by 2. We knows, okay, 10 divided by 2 is 2 5s are 10, so it is going to be 5. But can you pay attention on the symbol? Actually, this is not a 10, it is a plus 10. Okay, plus 10 we are going to divide with plus 2, and we are performing the division, but the result is plus divided by plus is going to be a plus number, hence the result is plus 5. Now we'll take one example with the arithmetic equation form. Let's consider it is 10x divided by 2. Can we divide a number, just a number, even though it is not x? Yes, we can divide, because we can write the same thing as 10 divided by 2 into x. Am I right? Because x divided by 1 is as it is x. Now, can we say 2 ones are 2, 2 5s are 10. So I'm going to write 5 as it is and x. So we can divide even the numbers, even though it is not multiplied with x. Now, since we already taken x, if you remember in the previous video, we are writing x square in the form of x into x. Now, why it is writing 1 x square as x into x is because this x is having the power 1, this x is having the power 1. So it is going to be a x to the power 1 plus 1. In case of product, we are going to add the power. But in case of division, we are going to subtract the power. Let's consider the best example like 7 into 7, which is 7 to the power 2. Okay, now the same 7 to the power 2 I am going to divide with 7. What should be the result? Can I say it is having the power as 1? Yes, 7 to the power 1 represent the same thing, 7. Now this can be represented with 7 into 7 divided by 7. So this 7 is gone, this 7 is gone. So final result will be 7, which is 7 to the power 1. But in case of power, what is the standard formula is 7, we have to subtract these two powers. So it is going to be 2 minus 1, which is again same as 7 to the power 1, which is again is 7. So keep in mind that in case of subtraction, we have to subtract the power. Now we'll take one real use case example like for example 2x square x cube, let's consider, divided by 5x. Now what is the power of x is it is having 1. So how we can write is, let's consider this is 2 to the power x cube divided by 5x to the power 1. So all these are product, 2 into, this is actually into, okay, and 5 into x. So I can say dot here. So instead of 2 into x cube, we can say 2 divided by 5, and I'm multiplying x cube divided by x. Yes, we can represent in this form also. Now 2 divided by 5 we are no more going to solve as it is, and x cube to the power x1. How we can write? X to the power 3 minus 1. So our result will be 2 divided by 5 x square, because 3 minus 1 is 2. So the power of x will be 2. Now we'll take one more example having combination of variables. Let's consider 3x square divided by y into 5y square divided by 3x cube. So how we can solve this question? Because even though it looks like complex, but it is very easy. First we have to see all these are product. Okay, the product of two numbers. I'm going to write in a different format, 3x square divided by y, and this is product, and this is going to be 5y square divided by 3x cube. In case of multiplication, we can write in a simple format. Let's say all these are numerator and these are all denominators. So I'm going to write 3x square into 5y square divided by, okay, this is going to be y and this is going to be 3x cube. Okay, now in case of powers addition and subtraction, we have to keep in mind that we have to take the same kind of variable. Okay, we should not take a different variable. Here it is y, here it is y, here it is x, here it is x. Now I'm going to write the same thing, 3 into 5 as it is. Okay, and here 3 into, actually it is 1, so I'm going to write 3. Okay, now what should be the power of x? Let's say I'm going to say x. Here it was 2, 2, and here it was 3. So I will say 2 minus 3. And what should be the power of y? Y, here it is 2 minus, it is having the power 1. So 2 minus 1. So 5 3 is a 15. No more going to solve because this 3 is cancelled, this 3 is cancelled. So I will say 5. X to the power minus 1 and y to the power 1. So this is going to be answer, 5x to the power minus 1, y to the power 1. Now, so far we have seen all the positive powers, but here it is having the negative power. So what does this represent? Let's consider. If I say x to the power 1, I can say x is repeating 1 times. If I say x to the power 2, then I will say x into x. But what if I say x to the power minus 1? So what does this represent is, actually this is 1 divided by x to the power 1. So instead of writing 1 divided by x to the power 1, we are writing x in the numerator, and with, instead of positive sign here, I'm going to replace this positive sign with a negative sign, and I'm writing 1. Actually it is in the denominator. Okay, that's the reason we are writing x to the power minus 1. Now the same example, can we say x to the power minus 2? Yes, we can say it is going to be 1 divided by x to the power of 2. Again it is going to be 1 divided by x into x. So to solve this equation, we'll see one more example. Let's say x to the power minus 2, x to the power of plus 3, x to the power of 1. Now all these are getting multiplied, so we can say x to the power minus 2 bracket, which is sign of the multiplication, x to the power of 3, which is a plus 3 actually, and x to the power of 1, but we can escape. So but don't escape writing minus in the power. Always you have to write the symbol. If it is minus, then we have to write always minus 2 if it is in case of power. Okay, in case of plus we can escape. Okay, if we don't write plus here, it doesn't make sense. Even it is having the plus 1, but we are skipping because x to the power 1 is x only. But keep in mind that x to the power minus 1 is doesn't represent x to the power of plus 1. Actually it is 1 divided by x to the power 1. Now let's say how we can write the same equation. It is 1 divided by x into x. Am I right? Because it is having the power 2. Now it is plus sign, so I can say x into x into x divided by, can I say 1? Yes, because any number divided by 1 is always the same number. Now this is x to the power plus 1, so I am writing x divided by 1. Now try to cancel all these x variable. This is 1x gone, 1x gone, this is 1x gone, 1x gone. Now how many x is remaining? It is just 1 and 2. So the answer should be x to the power of 2. Now the same question we are going to solve with the symbol. Okay, now here How we can solve? First, here it is x, here it is x, here it is x. So I am going to write x as it is. Now we know the formula. We have to add and subtract all these numbers. But in case of multiplication, what we are going to do is adding these numbers. How we can add? -2 plus 3 plus 1. Again, it is going to be the same number, which is 2. -2 plus 3 is going to be +1, plus 1 plus 1 is going to be +2. It is a +2. So the final result will be same. Instead of performing all these calculations, we can say x, and we are going to apply the formula for a product. In case of product, we have to add all the powers of a variable, which is x as it is. -2 we have taken from here, plus 3 we have taken from here, and plus 1 we have taken from here. So it is going to get final result as same as even if you calculate separately. I hope you got a clear understanding of the sign while performing the divisions.